That's a stranger from Pennsylvania, chilling in the W where they live famous, throwing up them Franklins, show them that I'm living. Uh, might be. No, I didn't run out of battery, y'all. I guess it prefers the remix. One thing I'm about to do right now is nip that in the bud. I guess it prefers the remix. Guess that's what y'all gonna keep getting until it gets back right. Let's see. Remix. Remix time. Where's that ever loving remix at? Oh, I know exactly what happened. It's my bad, y'all. My truck eats it up. It does that. I don't mean to leave it connected. I mean to pull it out every time. But I guess it's appropriate. Oh, okay. What's up with y'all out there, everybody? Y'all get the remix. King Nebuchadnezzar, Latif, Slim Reeks, Cameron. Turn your mic up. It's for all the real businessmen out there and women. Sonar to your sonogram. They don't know how cold I am. Talk that project, strap them plan. They don't know how cold I am. Sitting on the mountaintop and they don't even know where, man. They won't find no power move to sow it all up for the fan. Who is Muad'Dib? You don't know the half. Dirt in front of the building, you ain't see no grass. Invitation to go overseas, but a fucking track. St. Clair Village, Pittsburgh, I ain't have a chance. She asked me for my hand, I ain't know how to dance. They said it was a 2-year curse that had me living in a trance. My father looked at me and said, be a man, but he won't got no cash advance. So how I'm supposed to build this new nation up? Give our broken people the new Africa. I used to be a low life in the thief. Now I champion the cause through the Citizens Justice League. Providing information, won't you come and read? Influencing the culture, won't you come and see? And you watch him debate my empire right before he bowed down to the African Messiah. I'm gonna retire a real G. I'ma keep writing books until they feel me. And I'm not afraid to do my own thing. If you ride with me, put your hands up when you hear me say, they don't know just how cold I am. I am. Hey, they don't know just how cold I am. I really am. Hey. That's the first set. That's just the first verse. I'm gonna have to get that done. That lets you know how busy of a guy I am. Taibu deep right here with Who Fox With Me Friday. If you fox with me, put a fox emoji in the comment section. Shout out to all the young folks out there, man. My young people following is pretty robust. Y'all might not know it. Um, JD Capilot, I got the young boy, um, Glock boy on here. Jump on here sometime. Like that's really the youth, y'all, the future, man. We need y'all righteously. We want to get that done. Who Fox With Me Friday, man? We jumped onto a topic this week, a subject, uh, dating prostitution. And you young folks need to understand what I mean by that. So I'm gonna get off into a little bit of that tonight. I appreciate y'all for jumping in here with me. I have a lot of fun on the podcast. Y'all know I be doing my thing. I got the shame bag ready. Look, don't take the shame bag seriously. If you're ashamed, you're a mess. It's all to the good. I am not tripping about it. So, what's the best way to approach entering a relationship? Leading with your heart or vetting and researching your prospective mate or partner? That question came up, man. My lovely and beautiful girlfriend, Shay, she uh, she brought a right or wrong segment onto the screen, and I just found it really interesting when she asked the question. So, make it a topic. Shout out to everybody out there that's dropping topics on us and having questions for Shay for our Ask Shay portion. She definitely has some good advice to give you, ladies, and you gentlemen out there. Um, we need more salt of the earth people giving us, advice. If I can say one thing about my life that really I could have done better, and that would be to be more stable. And I think that when you get with somebody that's stable, you realize what that's about. Now, I'm not saying sacrifice all to be with somebody that's going to treat you what you consider to be right, because they might demand a really high price. But if you're mature, you realize you got to take the good with the bad. Shout out to all the veterans out there and our first responders that are serving us. It's important for y'all to get y'all proper, man. The bottom line is you're necessary. We want y'all to act righteously, and that's why I'll talk more about the Citizens Justice League in a moment. You heard it in my remix. A lot of stuff is happening. When you talk about someone that's multi-talented, you look at a guy like Taibu Muad'Dib and you wonder about his story. Well, I do have one, and I will share it with you as time goes on. But we're gearing up for the reality TV show version, the live episodes in clubs and venues here locally in the DFW and abroad. I'm going to make sure I get out there to Springfield, Ohio. Shout out to B's Corners and my man CJ. Me and CJ have been friends since our freshman year in college at Miami University of Ohio. Shout out to the Redskins, now the Redbirds. That was a mouthful. Tonight, we're capping off a week that started off a month talking about dating, prostitution. And so the question came up, is it better to lead into a new relationship with your heart and your emotions and your feelings, or by vetting and researching your prospective mate? And I want to say that my knee-jerk response is go with your heart. Go with your heart. I mean, you're going to research that person and vet that person, and you still can go with your heart anyway. So if you know you're gonna go with your heart, don't waste your time finding out how ugly that person's past is, or how ugly that person's behavior is. Don't waste your time putting yourself through that, because you probably already fallen in love with that person, falling for that person. I say go with your heart. Now, don't go with your heart and wait down the line, people, and then start doing research and vetting. That's going to be heartbreak in the relationship. So your heart is with the person, but now your mind and your body and your soul really is somewhere else, right? So don't do that to yourself. If you're going to vet that person and do research, do it before you go with your heart. Once you've gone with your heart, it's too late. Yeah, would y'all agree? Get in the comment section if you agree. I see. I'm pin up these comments right here. I got somebody saying big facts over here. Get in the comment section. I can see y'all comments over here on Facebook or on YouTube. For the best podcasting experience, go to YouTube, man. Search for me, Taibu Muad'Dib. I'll put it in the comment section in a minute. But listen, it's not as easy once you're in these relationships, people, to take my advice. I make it sound easy. I know. I'm just throwing it out there. Go with your heart. That's optimal. But if you're going to do your research, if you're going to vet that person, do it before you go with your heart. I'm just keeping it real. Once your heart get involved, y'all know I ain't the only one. Once you get your heart involved, you ain't trying to hear nothing. You ain't trying to hear nothing. Once you get your heart involved, once you go with your heart, you can vet that person. Your best friend can tell you she's a cheater. Your brother can tell you he's a cheater. It doesn't matter. Once you got your heart involved, you stand. You stand. That begs the question. And I want you to get in the comment section to help me out here, people. How long should you stay once you see that first red flag that you can't get around? Now, I don't got to break that down either. I don't have to. You know what I'm talking about. That first red flag that you cannot get around in the relationship. Like, you know, at that point it's over. All but the shouting. You know. How long would you stay? And you getting in the comment section, us discussing this right now is going to help a lot of people out. Help a lot of people. I'm not a big stayer. I'm not. The majority of my relationships lasted a median of 6.5 months. I'm 47. I've been married once. The majority of my relationships lasted a good six. I'm not much on staying around once that person shows me, you know, quote unquote, their true colors. Many of you are not like me. I know I'm an anomaly. Anomaly. That's the word, right? Look it up. I'm not gonna tell you what. Look it up. Most of you, because of your heart, stay way too long. If you're lucky, you end up like my man Marcel and his now beautiful wife out there in Seattle, Washington. 14 years. Y'all stick around long enough, and y'all like, man, forget it. It's just us, you know, and y'all get married finally. But they're an anomaly, right? Now I've had people on this show at the 10-year, 12-year mark. That's when the person true color is gonna, if you go with your heart. Here's the worst thing about going with your heart, people. You go with your heart and you blame yourself for their poor performance. I didn't say poor behavior, I said their poor performance. Is a difference. Because in a day and age where dating prostitution is so prevalent, we're talking about the performance of your significant other. If you like to talk and you go with your heart and get involved with somebody that doesn't like to talk, you talking to them till you're blue in the face is not going to make them a talker. You treating them good and buying them stuff is not going to make them a talker. They're never going to talk to you. That's just how they are. How long are you going to stay in a relationship with someone that you know you want to talk to and they won't, they have no reciprocation. They're not going to open up to you at all. You'll listen to them talk to their family. You'll listen to them talk to their homeboys or homegirls. You'll listen to them talk to people in the stands at a sporting event, but they're not going to speak to you the way you want to talk. They will not open up. There's going to be no verbal communicative intimacy at all with that person. How long are you going to stay? So I got some more comments up. I'm going to pin these comments up as they're making. A person on Instagram is saying, I'm that person that stayed too long. Exactly. Now, individually, I will shame some folks for staying too long. I have to hear the story first. I'm not just going to automatically shame bag you if you stayed too long. I have to hear the story. You welcome on the show. If you want to come on the show, make a comment. I will send you the link. Here's the thing. Dating prostitution is a big deal because usually one person is in denial about the agreement. Oh yeah. Prostitution is an agreement by both parties. That's why in dating prostitution, both parties are equally prostitute and trick. I got deep. I killed the light. Y'all was like, hold on. Y'all turn the music down. I said, oh, come here for a second. You're going to have to stop that and rewind that part of the tape. I ain't going to say it again until I put in. For the best podcasting experience, man, search me on YouTube at Taibu Muad'Dib by name. Begin to watch. I'm telling y'all, binge watch the show. I did tell somebody that today. Binge watch the show. You have to get yourself to the point where you're getting the right information about dating today. You might, and the problem with African people, we blind to the fact and think we know it all. So I'm telling you, for the best podcasting experience, man, go to YouTube and check me out. Subscribe, like, post, and share. If you're watching this video right now, go ahead and share it right now. Go ahead, click the share button, share it. Let everybody know what's going down. Because I'm just only getting started. It's funny that y'all got the remix. I mean, I'll probably start the shows with the remix and then go out. So when y'all hear that the original version, and I start going into it, y'all can go ahead and you know settle down. I'm gonna have an intro and outro, but that remix is something else, isn't it? You didn't know I had that talent. I told him, I was telling my cousin, I said, "Cuz, wouldn't it be crazy if I just kept rapping and somebody picked me up and wanted to sign me at almost 50?" He said, "That'd be amazing." I'm like, no, it wouldn't. That was always amazing. I'm talking about the signing part. You know what I'm saying? That would be money. Wouldn't be amazing. That would be money. I've been amazing the whole time. Yes, the whole time, people. Didn't you know it? Now, you country sons of guns down here on the DFW, I want you to know something right now. I'm from the North, right? It's a different attitude. You know, the African people in the North, they left the plantation. Y'all stayed. And I see a lot of this slave mentality really prevalent here. Y'all think y'all doing something because y'all get money and driving nice cars and trucks. Y'all got a big slave mentality down here, for real. In the North, we have a lot of anger still. And so that's why a lot of us is up there fighting after the clubs and going crazy with each other. But I'm telling you right now, down here in the South, I got that slave mentality thing, and that's why this came up, dating prostitution, because y'all are involved in that a lot down here. Now, every once in a while, you're gonna run across a brother that he's a homebody type dude. He want to go to work, take care of his women and his children. Every once in a while, but he's an anomaly. What's more prevalent is sisters that just want to find a good man, stay at home, take care of him, give him kids. That's what you find more than everything down here. It's the number is far outweighs the. I'm telling you, y'all sisters down here, y'all something else. But the problem is the perversion of it, dating prostitution, is that women want to control the man. It's a really weird phenomenon. See, in the North, this is down here, y'all sit down here to go up to the North and deal more. I'm talking about there needs to be a switch so we can equal this thing out because down up in the North, I'm telling you, men ain't trying to hear that at all. You have to bow down. Y'all got to bow down. It's completely in my. Gonna have to bow down. Ain't none of that. But sisters in the South, man, I'm talking about really, whoo, it's something else. Over here, Miss Monroe says, at times I feel like I played myself by putting too much energy, love, care, and support in. That was 11 and a half years. 11 and a half years. That's like a prison term. Judge, so you got 11 and a half years with that lady. You got 11 and a half years with that shady dude. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's a prison sentence. Now, I'm not going to shame you. I have to hear the whole story. I'm not going to shame you for staying too long. I'm just saying, it's a product of leading with your heart, people. So is it better to lead the relationship with, I say lead with your heart because I'm saying if that's the best, stay blind. Stay blind to the fact. If that's the way if that's the quality of life you want, stay blind to the fact. Do not ever get up off of that. Stay blind to the fact, people. Lead with your heart, stick with your heart. Don't let nobody tell you you wrong or you bogus. But now, if you're a practical person like I am, and you've learned a thing or two after being hurt a time or two, I say vet all day, vet and research. I didn't realize how important vetting and research before relationships start serious was until I got into a serious relationship when somebody I wanted to love and I wanted to be loved by. And got into a relationship and found out that person was incapable of loving me that way because of what they had been through. If you've never been loved before, you feel like you've never been loved before, a person can show you massive amounts of love in short, controlled bursts, but for the most part, be incapable of being intimate with you, open with you, and communicate with you. Now, if you vetted and did your research, you would have found this out. Oh, sure, we all, males and females, it's not even a issue of intentional harm being done. I'm talking about we're all going to present ourselves in the most positive light to somebody we're interested in. It's just human nature. So it's incumbent upon the person, one of the individuals, to vet and do research. If you the kind of person to wear your heart on your sleeve, I say lead with love and stick with that the whole time. Never get suspicious, never go through their phone. You don't want to know that dirt. Trust me. Don't get into the relationship and start digging up dirt. You don't want that kind of heartache and pain because your heart won't let you leave. But now your mind knows all these terrible things about the person that your heart is given to. Also, with dating prostitution, since both parties are equally the trick and the prostitute, right? There really doesn't need to be any feelings involved. Raise your hand if somebody you were in a relationship where you were saying I love you, but you really didn't mean it. Well, I'm the only one. I'm the only one. Oh, y'all real then, huh? Y'all just so real. I'm the only one, huh? Okay. I'll eat that, y'all. I'll eat that one. I'm the only one that's been in a relationship, love relationship, and I was saying I love you and didn't really mean it. I wouldn't trust none of y'all watching. Everybody watching right now, I wouldn't trust none of you. Y'all ain't being real. Y'all ain't being real with yourselves. Bottom line, it's just not happening. I don't trust none of y'all, and it's okay because you weren't really lying. The person you just knew the person wanted to hear it back. How many of you have said "I love you" back, even though you weren't feeling the love at the moment, or it wasn't your choice to say it? How many of you have said "I love you" back because you felt like you better say it, or it'd be an issue you don't want the issue? Y'all can put the little hand emojis in there. Come on, let's go. Y'all lame tonight. If you fox with me, come on. I need y'all comments tonight. Interact with me because I'm having a good time in here today. Uh, got these comments up here. I was that person to always show love no matter what we went through. And the crazy part, I'm still there. Yeah, you can't look, y'all can't be doormats. Do you know what a doormat is? Someone that allows people to walk all over them. Metaphorically, right? Don't be a doormat. And if you find yourself in a doormat scenario, it's a you thing. You can fix that. So you have to get that right. Okay. I wanna counsel some people. I want to help some people out tonight. Dating prostitution. But you want to know what the best way to go into a relationship is. But dating prostitution is so prevalent that you find yourself, because you're leading with love, agreeing to things you normally wouldn't agree to. I know I got some hands raised now. I can ask different questions now. When was the last time you were involved in this situation? Because I know y'all did it. Everybody's done it. I don't care if it was way back when you was in grade school and you was just trading cookies to hold their hand at recess. Dating prostitution started that young. Oh, yes, it did. Yes, it did. Hollywood, Hollywood, rap, hip hop, pop, it all talks about what? Dating prostitution. I could play a piece of a song right now and y'all will be like, yep, that's dating prostitution. Another song, yep, that's dating prostitution. By artists that y'all all listen to. It's a dude on there talking about she give me frog head. She said, Daddy jump in here and give me frog legs for free? Nah. She's expecting something, right? That's dating prostitution. One night stands. Y'all want to talk about them? One night stands automatically qualify as dating prostitution. Automatically. Because I don't know any Yins that hooked up without there being any sort of expectation of material wealth or that money wasn't already involved and then y'all got down. I don't care if it's the gas you spend going over there. It's dating prostitution. A one night stand, technically, by definition, has to be dating prostitution. Just for the absence, there's no feelings involved. Get in the comment section. Let me know if any of you believe that on a one night stand that you can be emotionally attached to that person. I'll wait. I'll wait. I really want to know what y'all going to say. I really want to know because I'm ready. I'm ready to debate this tonight. I'm ready to debate this tonight. I want to know. I want to know. I want to know flat out. Thirsty people. Y'all thirsty out there? Is it only thirsty people who's doing it? I don't know. And anybody that's watching this show right now has never been involved in a one night stand. I'll wait. No, I'm not gonna put you out there. I'm gonna leave the comment right there where it is. How many of you would prefer a one night stand to a long mess relationship? How many of you would prefer two one night stands per week rather than be involved in a 5-year relationship that's messy, full of drama, and ends badly? Makes you think, don't it? Dating prostitution. Dating prostitution. It doesn't change if you're with somebody for a long time. It's still dating prostitution. Can a marriage by definition be considered dating prostitution? No. No. Both people have signed that document. Both people have made a commitment in front of God, family, and country to do a certain thing, to achieve a certain goal. So at that point, it can't be considered. What's going on, man? It can't, at that point, it can't be considered dating prostitution just for the simple fact that y'all married now. Everything short of marriage, though, is fair game. Dating prostitution, one night stands. Dating prostitution, if like my cousin Spencer, you pay for the date, fellas, and you don't know her at all, first date, dating prostitution. I'm not, hey ladies, I'm not hating on none of that. But I'm saying that first date should be free. Both of y'all should pay your own way. Otherwise, it's dating prostitution. If you really mean to get to know me, ladies, don't ask me to pay for the first date. Or we can just meet up somewhere and walk somewhere. We can just go. We can pull up at the parking lot at the car wash. I wash my car. We can chop it up. The essence of dating is supposed to be what? Getting to know someone better. If there's money involved, y'all prostituting yourself. Dating prostitution is going down. Taibu Muad'Dib right here, man. The show is a little bit late tonight. I hadn't been doing Thursdays and Fridays to make sure I can support the young men in the house, Trey, Zay, Mansfield Summit, Jaguars, doing all right. Shout out to the freshman team for the win. The varsity team needs a little bit of an emotional kick in the pants. That's all they really need. They got a great team, solid guys. They just need to play with more emotion, with more fire. So, coaching staff, y'all figure it out. Um, I, you know, coaches, y'all the leaders. So if y'all team is playing like lames with talent, but playing like lames, y'all coaching like lames. Just gonna call it what it is. You have talent on your team and they're not able to shine. Why? On both sides of the ball, real ballers. If they're not shining, they're able to shine. You coaches, y'all supposed to shine through your players. So just calling what it is. A bunch of talent, players and coaches. It's lame. Attitude reflects leadership. I watched that on Remember the Titans. I watch people deal with heartache, heartbreak. Women have come on the show, men have come on the show. It seems like we're not listening to the same song in relationships. We hear totally different tunes in relationships. And this is why, people, dating prostitution, the agreement is either not accepted or wholly rejected by one party, while both parties are equally tricking and prostituting themselves at the same time. Ty, what do you mean that they're rejecting or the agreement? The agreement is the prostitution side of it. We know what the dating side is. The dating side is, you socializing and supposed to be trying to get to know this person better. That's the dating aspect of it. So the prostitution side is quid pro quo. You do this for me, I do that for you. Now it's sinking in, right? And I'm gonna stay on this topic because it is so prevalent and it's causing so much dating prostitution. Okay, so let's talk about the issue of premature, or we'll call it babies having babies. We'll say young ladies between the ages of 16 and 22, when you're either in high school or in college or really don't have a career, a life, or a marriage intact, right? You already having children, babies having babies. You can't legally drink, consume, buy alcohol products until you're 21. So we'll say 16 to 22 is babies having babies. You're still a child. You're still a baby. You're still immature. You have no idea what life's all about, and you're constantly choosing to have children. Babies having babies. It all is a part of dating prostitution. If a young lady tells me my dad wasn't in my life, so I was out there having random sex with random men as just as much as I could. I just was throwing it out there. Whatever guy smiled at me and said, "Hey," because I needed that male companionship. I needed that. And I was really attracted to older guys, mainly because, you know what I'm saying, I didn't have that father figure in my life. So I wanted an older guy to kind of be the father and the husband, the father and the boyfriend. I wanted that, you know, I wanted to feel that older male love that I never got from my dad. So she, that young lady, would be attaching and trying to love individuals that really she's just in an agreement with. She just wants this older guy to show her some affection, to spend time with her, to put it on her body, whatever. But you know what I'm saying? Really, and you try to attach feelings to that, it doesn't work. It doesn't work. And this older guy, he's just enjoying your youth. I can't say he's stealing your youth because you're offering him your youth. But I mean, if you get with a guy who's in his 30s and you're barely in your 20s, you know, you got to think about it. He still is okay to date 10 years from there. 10 years later, he hasn't carried any children, so his body hasn't changed. Society really boots the man out the home when the relationships break up. They boot the man. The women and children get the house and the car and whatever. So really the man leaves. So really he's a free agent at that point. So women, think about this. Young ladies, 16, 22. If you're dating an older guy, a man's dating shelf life lasts way longer than a woman's does. You pop out one or two or maybe three kids for this guy. 10 years later, y'all grow apart. You want something different. He's found someone different. You know, you can, watch the late great Kevin Samuels videos. You'll see whether you look younger or older, any man that walks into the home is going to see three other people that you're responsible for. So even if you're like, I'll take care of my kids, I just want you to love me right, they're still there. They need time and attention that that woman can't give to you, and them ain't your kids. So you really basically a stranger in a situation, whether you live with her or not. You have to wait till she gets done taking care of her business, which is somebody else's business, whether he's financially taking care of them or helping out or not. I'm gonna tell you, it's crazy. Don't find yourself in the middle of this guy's, playground, and vice versa, fellas. You have to get out here and find your purpose, build your kingdom, establish yourself. You getting with women and you just being lazy and laying up, and the world needs you. So she make it seem all good and you take fall back, and you supposed to be the invented something, made something, or built something, and you just chilling. And then because she met you, you was moving and shaking and had it popping. Now that you chilling, you got it twisted. She just wants you to feel comfortable at home. She don't want you to get comfortable at home. You never had a lot of self-esteem to begin with in the first place. So now you out there, your pockets are short because she got you on child support. You know what I'm saying? You really don't not you lost all your gumption. You feel like times and past you 10, 12 years down the line. Don't know chick really want you. Now you have to be involved in dating prostitution and be basically paid for it because nothing else about you was attractive. So what you can do for them? Dating prostitution. And this is where I bring out the creme de la creme. I call it a prison of poor decision making. It's a cell. It's an isolation chamber of your own poor decision making. Let me tell you something, people. When they say you make your bed, you have to lay in it, it's real. The only thing is, I'm telling you right now, coming out of a prison that you make with your poor decisions, you'd rather be in a physical prison where you have an out date. Because when you create your own prison with your poor decisions, it's indefinite. And the odds are that you will never change, that you will never admit that your life sucks because you made it that way. The odds that you will figure that out in time enough during the only life that you're going to get to change it and really lead and live a beautiful life, slim to none. Before Taibu Muad'Dib, right? Before the podcast, before I came on air. It's real. It's real. Jumped on here about 10:30. I know I'm not going to keep y'all up all night, but since you with me, go ahead and jump in the comment section and let me know what you think. Is it better to lead into a new relationship with love or by doing your research and vetting the individual? Got a little bit more time here. Y'all put y'all information in there, man. Shout out there on Instagram and on Facebook, over here on my fresh page on YouTube. When the reality TV show version starts, you will only be able to catch the show on YouTube. So I'm trying to get y'all together right now. Pin that comment up for the best podcast viewing experience. You know what it is. All right. So now that we have a cursory, mentality of what this dating prostitution is, I'm gonna go down the list of what the topics are gonna be for next week, and you guys can choose what day you want to come on. I want more of you on here. I got a bunch of seats over here. I want to get y'all comments, y'all topics. I want y'all to come in here and it can make a difference in your lives. Shout out to the brother LZ, Major over there. I mean, First Sergeant Gemini over there on TikTok. Shout out to him. Let me get over here and see what this guest topic list is looking like. The lineup for next week, Monday. What is forecast cheating, and how do you spot a forecast cheater in your midst? Multiple choice Monday, you know what's going down. What is forecast cheating, and how do you spot a forecast cheater in your midst? All right. 2, True Love Tuesday, and it better be some true love, because this one gonna touch some folks. Is masturbation a committed relationship's friend or foe? I'll say it again. Is masturbation a committed relationship's friend or foe? For Wild Out Wednesday, you know what it is. Why a man shouldn't automatically consider a woman who gives it up easy a hoe. Say it again. Why a man shouldn't automatically consider a woman who gives it up easy a hoe. We're going to break down some of the reasons as to why women should be allowed to express themselves whenever they feel like it. And we shouldn't put them under some kind of stereotypical category or something like that. It's just wrong to do that. Uh, if a woman wants to do what she wants to do, she shouldn't be considered, bogus for that. We should, man, you might miss out on somebody that's going through something, but a good person, and be the best thing ever happened to you if you look at like, oh, okay, she gave me the head or the whatever on the first night or the first date. I'm just going. I'm going to enjoy this for as long as it lasts, and to move around. She try to, get attached. That's y'all mistake. You know. Uh, Thinking through Thursday. How much time should you give the undecided party a chance to make their choice? How much time should you give that undecided person? So what I'm saying is, you ask that person, where is this going? and that person says, "Oh, I'm undecided." How much time from that moment should you give them to make their choice about what they want to do? And for next Who Fox with Me Friday, it'll be the guest commentary rewind. Shay's gonna offer us her right or wrong opinions on some of the more puzzling remarks we've had by past guests on the show. It's gonna be a lot of fun. So that's the lineup for next week, and I'm gonna post it and make sure that y'all. So I want y'all to buzz to start. We're gonna talk about it. Have a good time, man. Um, so you know, we're gonna give a round of applause to the freshman team at Mansfield Summit, man, because they did their thing. They was able to beat the team. And shout out to y'all, man. Y'all did y'all thing. Salute the freshman team, man, for coming through. The varsity team, like I said, they're gonna step it up. They're gonna come back and finish the season strong. It's just gonna take watching a couple of night football movies. I don't know why they don't. They should sit together instead of watching their own film and their own tape, their own sad, sorry selves. They need to watch a football team that's inspirational. Get them juiced up and go out there and play as a team. Uh, what's the ultimate team sport? Um, Dating prostitution, man. Y'all know what it is, man. Dating prostitution, the exchange of material wealth and an agreement where sex is involved. Even if y'all haven't had sex, it's still dating prostitution because the agreement is at some point sex will be involved. All right. Y'all rocking with the best, man. Taibu Muad'Dib. I really appreciate y'all, man, for hanging out with me tonight. So y'all got the forecast for next week. I broke it down to you a little bit about dating prostitution. I think I did a pretty good job tonight. Appreciate the comments, the questions, and the concerns. Uh, I am accepting. I am accepting topics. So if you have a topic you want to discuss, put it in the comment section. Inbox me. You can always reach out to me at the podcast email. Send any podcast questions or concerns, desires to be on the show or something. Sponsorship, you want to sponsor the show, send podcasts, comments, questions, and concerns into host of YAM at gmail.com. Host of your mess at gmail.com. So that's the deal right there. Good game, young man. Put that in there. Send all your information and send your information, man. Send information. Oops. Request to host of your mess. Host of YAM at gmail.com. So YAM stands for You're a Mess, obviously. Host of You're a Mess at gmail.com. Oh, yeah. Just get that up there, man. You can make it happen. Pin that comment up there. Oh, yeah. Okay, comment is pinned. So, wow. What a week of podcasting. I made a Facebook post and put a lot of that stuff up there. I'm gonna do a better job of letting y'all know what y'all missing out on. We having a lot of fun on the show. Shout out to all my past and future panel members. Appreciate you, Don Rico, my cousin Fred, my cousin Shemaya, my cousin Byron, my cousin JR. I'm working really hard to get all my cousins together. It's gonna be a really fun show. The family reunion, You're a Mess show. It'll be pretty crazy, pretty cool. But I appreciate y'all. Remember, I'm doing the fundraiser for the Guardian Gear Tech wearable that I invented to prevent and stop rapes, domestic violence and abductions of women and children. Um, or a period, but I'm just saying, just the most vulnerable of us. So get behind that movement. Next week, I'll do a better job of getting that commercial out there, getting y'all to that GoFundMe page. You guys can go and donate. I'm telling you, donate 5, 10, 15, $50, whatever's on your heart to do it. Make sure we get to that 50,000 mark. And soon, you don't want to be on the outside looking in on opportunity to help stop rape, domestic violence, and the abductions of our vulnerable people in our society. Cut down human trafficking as well. Like it's just gonna change the way we socialize with each other. It's gonna make people who are vulnerable and who are weaker a whole lot more free to move around in a society built on strength. Right. Um, I want to say that after 150 episodes, I really appreciate all of you who fox with me. Please continue to do so. Help build the podcast by posting, and sharing, even small portions of it. Even if you make little shorts and put my different folks when I'm doing my thing, it's awesome. Get the information out there. Talk to some people. When I put a topic out there, I want y'all to talk about that and come back on the show or go to the YouTube thing and make the comments on YouTube. Let me know what you think and you feel. I'm gonna go back. I'm telling you, move this forward. I'm gonna do a much better job of rewatching the shows, getting y'all comments, resurfacing them, getting them back out there so y'all can continue to hear more of what you want to hear. This is your show, You're a Mess, where I help you come out of a mess, avoid a mess, and to find some healthy. This your guy, Taibu Muad'Dib on Who Fox With Me Friday. Join me on Monday. Let me see what time. Let me look at my schedule. Got this crazy evening sales job, man, but we really trying to help some people do some good stuff. So it's looking like, yeah. Looks like your mess is going to be a 9 p.m. show from now on, everybody. 9 p.m. So tune in Monday at 9 p.m. for Multiple Choice Monday. I'm gonna break that question down to multiple choice answers, 4 answers to choose from, and we'll see what type and what deep choose. Thank you so much. That is the show.